I was thinking about a special use case for the Green Forest. Namely, it's a store of energy. So whenever you have a fusion, whenever you have something important to do, usually there is this energy location, for example, and you can just leave those resources in the map and whenever you need them, you will just go there and get those resources. So this is amazing. I managed to get a lot of energy that I didn't need actually. So I could have been more conscious of these things. Now, what we haven't done yet is that there are some uncharted territories, especially on the top left. And we're gonna go and explore some of those parts. Now, similarly to the Cursed City, Centranos, there are some places, for example this one, that don't let us traverse this location. So first we need to find this boss called the Throvemaster. I'm gonna use a bit of a different, well actually not different, it's gonna be the same setup as previously. Let's get started. We're about to finish the Throvemaster. So you need to survive 30 turns, which is not too hard, and you need to maximize damage. That's all basically. It's not a difficult one, but we had to go at it and attack the Throvemaster so that we can check out the northeastern part of the forest. Now, I don't know if the Throvemaster has anything to do with Deacon Armstrong, but they both have some sort of a chest that they are carrying. I don't know why. Makes little sense. But at least we're getting to the final turn number 30. Victory with the defeat song. And what can I do about this? So back to map, that's something I know. We're getting the rewards, that's something I know too. Still level 20. What's going on with the Throvemaster? What do I need here specifically? So it's not displayed. Okay, I defeated the Throvemaster, amazing. Now let's check out what's in here. So, another gate-capped content. And I mean here as well. Is this another Throvemaster? Looks like it. So you know what? I'm gonna do this off screen as the last movement. I'm not gonna wait for another 7-8 minutes because you've seen what it is like. Now let's get started with this opponent. Alaz is not gonna fight today, that's bad for us. We can choose out of 11 champions. Wish I knew about the main champion. I know that they have accuracy. Who should I bring? It's always difficult. I think heal reduction is gonna be fine, and out of these two nukers I'm gonna use Tolin, even though Michelangelo has one. Or actually I could bring Cold Heart as well for heal reduction as well as turn meter manipulation. But no, I will just bring these 5 champions. Let's get started, we will see. Whenever there is a boss, you know my recommendation usually. So first wave is normal. As soon as the first wave is getting thinned, then we can just manual, for example now. Actually it was a bit too late. So that the A2s and A3s are saved and will enter into cooldown. I believe with 225 opponents we still need some sort of hit. Let's see. Can we cope or can we just... Yeah, I just used it up. I definitely don't need any cleansing or anything, I'll just use A1 here. And now they have speed up, so that's always difficult. I will have to use an A3. And now I'm just gonna use A1s. And then we're gonna do the killing me softly type of attack. Especially slowly, so that the cooldowns manifest. And now the boss. Amazing, all the minions got what they deserved. Heal reduction too. Block buffs on the boss. And now ally attack. Oops, I should have done the other one, the cleansing. Anyway, it's a bit too late. I hope we'll survive the poisoning because it's like spider. So I'm glad I brought cardio. Finally. managed to cleanse everyone. Could also resist the debuff. Okay, that's a straightforward boss. This may be the longest video because we're gonna fight quite a few bosses with different mechanics. So that's what I was thinking about today. Ally attack. Okay, we have speed down. That's a bit uncomfortable, but against one opponent it's not the end of the world. Heal reduction, just in case. And the speed down is gonna be cleansed. Plus we got the revive protection. Good. So sooner or later we're gonna end this with all 5 heroes standing. And we're about to execute. Good. So we got some rework materials, some chests, some other things. Let's go back to the map. Maybe we got to level 21. Yeah. At duplicate Curio it's increased to rank 2. Yeah, collected. And now all 3 are rare. Speed accuracy, HP speed, attack accuracy. This time I'm gonna use attack accuracy. Or wait a minute. Yeah, attack accuracy, fine. Because of attack, not because of accuracy. Now let's get going. 6 and 5, so it's getting more luck based at this stage. It's a boss, so I'm gonna bring good people. Useful people as well. I think I won't have time or won't have a slot for Tolin, because turn meter manipulation is important to me. And if we need other skills, we can add different teams. So we start with the usual. Yeah, there you go. And now I will do some manualing. Which was quite bad actually, because I was attacking the stone. That was a misclick. Okay, so now I will have to attack them one by one. And I think the cooldowns will be fine, so there isn't, or you know what? I can afford this, because cooldown wise there is gonna be time until we manage to kill all 4 of these opponents. And now I just use A1s everywhere. Every single boss stage, most important thing is to make use of the cooldowns. Now, Oh, we're burning. Okay, here we start with retaliation. Or wait, is this not a boss stage? I thought it was a boss stage. I just auto it. I didn't pay attention. Could have been a lot faster. Okay, so we managed it. Some network issues, loading, you know, it takes a while. Now, we managed this part of the map, but unfortunately there is no other way, so that's the only path that is yet to be taken, and it's empty. See, not as if I wanted to visit it. Normally just visiting every single path doesn't make much sense, because first you need to collect the resources. Throvemaster, we talked about it, that we might want it a bit later, but essentially there is no way to go up without defeating the final boss, one of the final bosses. Actually, this is the final boss. So, you know what I'm gonna do in this case? I'll go and attack some of the bosses. So sometimes you step here and you get some chests, sometimes mimics, sometimes others. Now, this is a mythical champion with extreme speed. And we don't have a mythical ourselves. So it's gonna be difficult as usual. I'll bring Sabita just in case. So now it's not the easy part anymore, so you have some crazy bosses too. Okay, stop autoing immediately and just use A1s everywhere. Tolin is the best A1 user. Okay, now I think we can afford some of these attacks. And as we thin the field, we can also sustain the damage. And we're also getting some stunning, so that helps. And from now on, just A1s. And now the boss. So that's a mythical champion. With retaliation included. With AoE attacks, it's better to target some of the other opponents. Because it looks like... Oh no, it doesn't even matter, so retaliation happens either way. And we have locked skills. That's not gonna be easy. Seeing it already. Like a mini Scarab King. And we even have block buffs. What would happen if we didn't? revival. So I'm getting used to this mechanic. And now we cannot even attack the main opponent, but they can attack us. This is one of the worst. And now second form. Whew. Tolin is dead. Plus the opponent healed. Okay, let's revive. We cannot even revive Tolin. What is going on? So it looks like it's permadeath. The mechanic itself is interesting. So what is going on? I cannot revive Tolin. That's bad. And not just a bit bad, it's really bad. Whew. I think it's not a surprise that we're losing badly. Okay, so I'm ending the battle. Let's see if I have anyone worth bringing. So Sabita is gonna be important. Heal reduction is gonna be important. Thorin looks a bit weak. Cold Heart and heal reduction is not bad. We may need more revivals. The problem is healing. Okay, I might just leave this for later. It's possible to do it, it's just we need a bit. Either healing would be amazing, so that's what reshuffling would solve the problem. Or if there is no healing, then we need to be a bit stronger, maybe. Okay, let's get going with this boss. Another mythical. At least we can bring Galas. I'm just guessing what kind of skills we need. At this stage, the Green Forest is getting increasingly difficult. Fighting against mythical champions is never easy. I hope that by now all the cooldowns have reset. And we're paying the price for it too. In terms of energy. But we're healing too, so it's not that problematic. Okay, boss. So here is the mythical champion. First of all, everyone. got some of them got debuffs too. Now you got Truth here. Now you got heal reduction and block buffs. Skill locks are always uncomfortable. I was waiting for some strategy, but the only one who can cleanse the skill lock is the other champion with the skill lock, Cardia. And we got another truth here. Horrible. But this will just delay it, so I'm not seeing this as a difficult fight. I'm just seeing it as a long one. And now we badly need cleansing. If Cardio survives at all. Yeah, but we need another turn. Whew. So these crowd control abilities are quite difficult. Now, our health is not that bad though. Never underestimate a mythical. I want Cardial badly. Now, cleanse. Finally. You wanted an AoE attack. That's the consequence. Fine. There's a problem with the alternate form, it's giving some extra shield, so it's gonna make the fight longer. Oof. Truth here doesn't always work. Cleansing may backfire too. Yeah, it did. Back to base form. Mythicals are scary. And I was thinking this was a straightforward day. It's very far from it. That's the problem with the Green Forest, that you can spend an hour here on the bed on the worst days. Okay, let's go back. And given that we cannot get buffs, that's the only thing I can do right now. We need some more cleansing. Done. Okay, now I can do the retaliation part. So slowly chipping away the health of the opponent. And it's gone 7 minutes 42, we are getting some artifacts, let's see if they are good. So HP critical, but that's only 5 star. So blue 5 stars I'm not getting at this stage, unless they are extreme. Not that bad as a helmet, borderline. And this is no, gauntlets, flat stat gauntlets, I don't want it, back to the map. So it looks like you can now clear this path. Just a 200, but once again 5-6, we're getting less and less champions. At least I have 1 speed lead, actually 2. Not a boss stage, so I just auto it. So yeah, this game mode is complicated and it's taking quite long. Not sure if people will do it every single week. I'm not sure for how long we have enough things to do. Because right now movement is quite straightforward. But sooner or later we'll just have bosses to choose from. Because if you don't use the movement points, you'll lose them. So this is the longest level so far. There you go, back to the map. And we only cleared 12 movement points so far. That's like a new negative record. Let's see, ambush. So what is this? Is this a boss stage or is this a normal one? We never know. Okay, confirm. And 1 speed lead. Okay, let's do this. Second wave. Should be quick. And then comes the third one. So it's a boss stage. I'll try to do it in an automatic way. It's just a legendary, so not mythical. Small units are gone already. The real problem is with mythicals. I think what would help a lot is if we could auto the Throvemaster, because it's an 8-9 minute fight. And not because I'm not strong enough, but because we need to survive 30 turns. Which is quite a lot. So getting increasing. Let's see, how much time did this take so far? 38 minutes. This is a single day, a single run. So that's the difficult part of it. That okay, now we're beating it, but still 30 something minutes, 40 minutes, and it can easily go to 60 plus minutes. And you see, we've only cleared 13. Duplicate Curio rank 2, that's good. Five, 6 once again. More straightforward fight. Without a boss. I'm bringing in Sabito because of increased attack and defense this time, and not because of the revival skills. Revival is a bit less important in regular combat. Don't need to do much. As you level up the Great Hall in some other areas, it's always better. And some of these fights are gonna be faster. But the issue is when you have like a 200 level opponent, or 225 as here, it's inevitable that it takes longer. What you can do, and that helps a lot, is you can simply just use up your movement points, medium and hard, every single day. And then just get stronger. And near the end of the session you'll be able to solve one of these higher level challenges. Look at this, level 22, all of them are rare. Critical damage, critical rate, speed resistance, defense accuracy. This time I'm gonna use critical damage and critical rate. Because at times speed doesn't matter, there are some few retaliatory opponents, hint this mythical, that where it just doesn't help. Okay, let's get going. Here is a legendary, so you can draw champions. Oops. What will I do here? Okay, I think I know. Oh, I still have Cardial. And I have... oh, that's a good pick. I have basically everyone I need. I've tried to auto this from start to finish. And remember, I still need to do the Throvemaster. Not in the video, outside it. final boss, that makes sense. Yeah, let's just attack the middle. Finally. So 13 movement points left. We're clearing some of these bosses. 200, 225, this looks like a mythical. So let's clear this boss. Good pick. They should do the trick. Oh, it's even snowing. I didn't pay attention for a moment, and in this case what's important is obviously attack the middle guy, especially if the rest are turned into stone. We can retaliate, not a problem, but we need to chip the main opponent away. And now the next thing is I will need some control. I didn't bring heal reduction. Because as soon as we have a problem with health, Alas will be able to heal. Oh. This will be one of the longer battles. I'm not healing yet, but now I turned into a healer. Maybe next turn. I just use the simple skill because this increased defense is a bit too much. And I'll also use Alice, the A1, to just eliminate the buffs. There you go, with each hit. Now the buffs are gone. Too bad we don't have block buffs or anything like this. But now we can do an ally attack. Yeah, this helps when the health of one of the units is low. Because then you get a second ignore defense hit. And Dallas will transform soon. Okay, you don't need cleansing, so I'll wait with this. Now do we manage to heal too? Now, we're gonna hit hard. Although... No, let's not hit hard. Yet. We'll need to grind down the buff. Didn't work. Partially. They're fortunate enough to retaliate. Good, buffs are gone. Once again a 5 minute plus 5. And we're just halfway through. Okay, now the heavy hitting. Which was not that heavy. Anyway. I'll try. Didn't work. I mean, the second hit would have been amazing. Once again, no extra defense. We have to take these opportunities. And it's not even a mythical, that's the interesting part. Anyway, we are leveling up the Curios and gathering experience for other fights. I don't know what's going on with that smaller champion, but she's very much on her last legs. Let's try. It worked. And there is no escape here. Good. So let's see. Flat stats with gauntlets is never good. Doable. Flat stats with boots. Oops. And kind of okay. Let's go back to the map. So still 12 movement points left, which is quite a lot. So let's see who else. Stage M94 with a mythical. think I'm gonna just clear this point. Sometimes you also have to finish easy stages. Okay, what else? Is this a mythical too? Yeah. I fought too many mythicals lately. So now let's just do this 200. You need to bring enough speed champions, because otherwise you'll need to reshuffle sooner or later. Okay, that's it. Daily Forge Pass Challenge, what did I do? Most likely a number of champions got defeated. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, wait a minute, new location. We haven't even checked this location out. Looks a bit more player friendly. So, you know, when things are tough, you can simply just go to other directions, which is exactly what I did. So this Green Forest is excellent, but we're nearing 1 hour and I still have a 7-8 minute Throvemaster, which is something I won't record. So this is kind of hardcore. I mean, it's not that bad. On some days you have to do it. But near the end of a map, you can expect something similar every. And I'm quite sure that sooner or later, when you have an endgame account, it's gonna be a piece of cake. But with a free-to-play less than 1 year old account, it's a lot more difficult. So, When will we level up finally? Yeah, that's a Curio chest, that's amazing, but we still haven't leveled up to 23. And I neglected the easy parts of the map. Let's try it with this team. If I fail, I can bring others. And by the way, one good thing about the game itself is that sooner or later you will know what each mythical does, because you'll have to meet all of them. Looking forward to the Alas fight, because I know how Alas works inside out. Good, 50 more energy. Plus more levels. Rare epic. So this is when you need to find epics. Defense resistance no, plus 4 speed helps, HP also helps at this stage. There are not many other choices, like defense speed is better because Alas is defense based. But I prefer speed at this stage, and HP really doesn't hurt. Out of these options, I would prefer attack, by the way, because there are more champions that could use it. Now, 3 movements, so this means that this is gonna be my final fight for now, and there is gonna be the Throvemaster. This is a hell lot of resources on a daily basis. Good. So now we had a path near the top where I was blocked. This is the path with the Throvemaster. It's just not possible to move forward. Is there anything else on the left? Because it looks like it's the end of the path and it's not possible to move forward. But if that's the case, then the only way to the purple area, the stormy area, is through this boss. That won't end well. Anyway, here is the Throvemaster. I know how to beat it. I think there are 4 Throvemasters in total. A red, void. Oh, actually no, multiple, because these are 2 voids. So I'm gonna draw the champions. What is going on? And after drawing, just get going. So speed lead, Alice, Alas. I think we're gonna be fine. This is a fully attack based formation. I guess it's straightforward. Alas can do some special things like healing. It's interesting, so I will leave the recording here, and after that I'll just end the video once we finish. The reason why this is interesting is that, as you can see, there is not much like buffing, debuffing going on. The only thing that is happening here is damage dealing massively. Well, there are minimal buffing, minimal other things, but not much is happening. So with that, we're finishing this video. I'll leave the game on, the 30 turns. It will take a while. If you want to watch the end, then this is the... We're started with the Throvemaster and we're ending with the Throvemaster. One last thing is that I need to heal, because you see that Tolin and Alice are about to die. Let's continue out. I need another healing. Looks like that for the Throvemaster, Alas's second form is optimal. getting dangerous, so I need to heal manually. Looks like Alas didn't prioritize healing, which is always bad. Oh, I know why he didn't prioritize healing. That's even worse. Actually, I could have transformed back to normal form and get one level of invincibility. Oof. You're getting worse. So yeah, healing was a bit too late. I need some invincibility now. There you go. Just before the Throvemaster attack. And now there are just 2 turns left, so 10 million, 10 million. Either way. Or maybe 9. I think that with extra buffing we could help the case a lot. And now we don't need much healing, that's our last turn. If we die, doesn't matter. Good, 116 XP. So that's a tough one. A tough day in the Green Forest, toughest ever day. See, 88 notes out of 110 are complete. Still have some bosses to do, some movement points, so there are gonna be some other tough days, but I think that we've done a good enough job. Let's see the ranking. Oh, that's interesting. Everyone else gave up on progressing quickly. You see that this is what happens when things are easy, you explore, and then you hit the difficulty spikes. And then that's when I start emerging. And hard, let's see. No, that's just global. Let's see hard, because I haven't done much on hard. Whenever I had time, I created a video. Let's see rankings, I'm 5th right now. Some people just went for hard straight away. That makes sense. Well, there you see 250, 275 already, and if you see the final bosses, they are not even available. That's gonna be difficult. Alright, this was a long one, longest ever Green Forest video. Hopefully this stays this way. See you in the next one.